Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I thought I would, I did a tour of my daughter's tiny home, and so I thought I would go ahead and do one of where my son stays. So it's pretty much, just really basic because we started out it just being like this really big living room, pretty much. That's how it started out whenever we first got it, because half is like a storage shed and then the other half is like the living quarters. So but yeah, originally we got it for just some more space, just so we can like have a place to hang out, watch movies, things like that. And that's kind of like how it ended up looking. So it doesn't look like a big bedroom or anything like that, but I will let you guys see. First I'm going to show you like the outside of it, and then we'll go inside. Okay, so this is the storage area. It's in half, it cuts in half, and then that side is the living quarters. So on the storage area, you guys, I'm sure you've already seen this, but this is like the garage door opener, and this is where we have the rest of our belongings, what was left over from whenever we moved and we didn't sell or throw away. So but this is it right here. This is our patio, and I've got some trash out here I've been cleaning up. So all right, let me take you guys in. So we actually bought these off of Amazon so that we could, keep the door open the windows, and keep the bugs out. And it actually has helped a lot. So these are Velcro, so you can close them here, and it's magnetic, and pretty much, that's all it does. And it helps keep the bugs out a lot. So he's able to open his door, especially when it feels good out like it does today. But he's at work right now, so. All right, so basically, this is just, like our TV. My husband's got his big screen TV up, and this is our dresser where they keep their clothes, and just a couch. We've got the walls up. This is what I was talking about in my daughter's tiny home, the paneling. And so we originally, was like a trial and error thing that we did in here. So I was saying this was like a trial and error thing. This was like our guinea pig. This was our very first project, and we have messed up a lot. We've learned a lot. So what I was saying in my daughter's tiny home is the paneling. We have insulation up, and then we just have paneling. That's it. But we have found out that with like the humidity, things like that, because we found out it does get humid in here, but we're learning what to do to prevent the humidity. But in the beginning, it started making our paneling, warp and budge out. So we have learned what we're gonna do in my daughter's tiny home is put OSB up over the insulation, and then put our paneling on top of the OSB. We did that to a small part of the wall in here, and we can tell a difference. So it did help that. So eventually what we're gonna do is take off this paneling, put OSB up, and put new paneling on, just because there's, it messed up our paneling a lot, the humidity and everything. So we did get this dehumidifier, and it helps so much. I did not realize that how much that it would help. It really does. So we've got this running right now. Of course, that's his portable AC unit that he uses in here, and he hasn't needed it at all, hardly, because of the weather. And then, you know, we actually did OSB on the ceiling and painted it white. And see, this is what I'm saying, like the humidity, it affected our floor. So those are some other things that we're going to replace. And listen, I mean, this is really like a whole trial and error thing. That's what I was saying. Doing this, I've never built anything. My husband's never built anything like this before. So we're just learning as we go. We're learning from our mistakes. But this is it right here. This is our freezer, our deep freezer. This has really been a huge help, you know, with our groceries and all. And then obviously that's his gaming setup. And then his propane heater right there. And that's the couch. He actually sleeps on this couch. It's really comfortable. He doesn't have a problem with it. And I mean, we could get a bed in here, but you know, like I said, this is pretty much like just kind of like a hangout area also. So this is where we, you know, watch TV, things like that. So this is basically it. It's not like, you know, a whole apartment. This is something like if he wanted to stay here, you know, like when he graduates and everything, if he wanted to stay here, he absolutely could. But, you know, out of all my kids, he's the one who's ready to go. So whenever he graduates, yeah, he wants to get his own place somewhere, which totally fine. I get that. You know, I'm behind him on that. So, but this is a place that if he ever needs to come back home, he can come back home, and, you know, he can actually do this, redo it himself, how he wants it, and make this his apartment. But this right here is, like I said, was our hangout spot, kind of turned into his area, his space. But what I was wanted to mention too is when we first you know, built the walls and the ceiling and everything in here, we did not have any type of airflow. So when you know, we started noticing, oh my gosh, the humidity is terrible in here. So my husband cut out a hole in the ceiling. Let me let you see this. So he cut that hole out in the ceiling. It is a vent. We just have, it's actually about to come down now, but we have it covered just because whenever he uses the AC, we don't want the AC to, the cold air to go out. So he covers that whenever he uses the AC. So yes, we have to have that covering off of the vent whenever we use the heater. Because it helps so much with the condensation. We also lift the window just a little bit, and it helps so much. So, but if you guys have any tips, I'm sure there's someone out there who knows so much more than we do. Yeah, put them in the comments. We're open to suggestions, tips, you know, on everything. And but yeah, this is how it is right now. Like I said, we have some repairs to do. They're not real serious repairs, just little cosmetic things that we need to fix in here. But yeah, that's it. That is the tour of where my oldest son stays. Oh, and I do want to mention, a lot of people have asked about showers, bathroom, kitchen. You know, where is all that in these little tiny homes? Well, it's not in here. So we have all of those things, they come over to our camper, and you know, they handle their business there. Cook, restroom, shower, everything is in the camper. This is just where they hang out. These are just areas that make our lives calmer, more peaceful, and everybody more comfortable. So that's all until our house is built. So that's pretty much it. This is like sort of like a bedroom for each one of them, except it's not in one living quarter. But this is, you know, this isn't for everybody. So I know there's been, you know, some people who they would say, I would never do that. Well, that's great. That's you. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do this. But this is what we've chosen. This is what works for our family and makes us more comfortable, gives our family more peace, and, you know, we're happy. So, and then, you know, like I said, we are going to be starting on our house soon, and then, you know, we might all end up back under the same roof, or, you know, by that time my son, he might already have a place of his own, but that's okay. That's okay. So, but anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed the little tour here, and y'all let me know what else y'all want to see, and tell me in the comments, share, like, subscribe, all of the things. You guys have a great one, and I'll see you on the next video.